Welcome to your second foam rolling ab workout video. This video is gonna be revolving on a little bit more of the upper body. We're gonna work on some spinal movements, some extension, as well as some core stability. So again, all you're gonna need is your foam roller and your mat. Let's go ahead and get started in a seated position. Begin to position the roller down underneath your shoulder blades. We're gonna prepare for some spinal extensions here. So your shoulder blades should not be touching the roller when you're getting set up here. And you're gonna take your hands behind your head. I like to go palm over palm to really support at the base of the neck. Now those elbows are gonna be wide. You're already starting to feel your abs engaging here. So you wanna stay nice and neutral in our core and not smash our chin down to our chest. We're gonna be moving from our spine here, not from our neck. Start to arch your body back over your roller here, finding a deep extension in your spine. Try not to just let the head fall back. So that's where those hands are supporting at the base of the neck. Now as you bring your head back more into neutral, your abdominals are gonna start to activate and you're gonna feel your core engaging here as you come up and just lightly lifting off the roller. You're not gonna lift completely off the roller, just enough so you feel those lower belly muscles fire. Give me a big breath in as we arch back over the roller, letting those elbows hang out nice and wide again, not letting your neck hang heavy. Keep those hands supporting. Come back into neutral, and we're gonna reset at the top, finding just that little scoop and contraction in your core. Inhale as we come over, and exhale on the way up, working towards 10 of these here. Go one more together. Inhale and exhale, coming up. Draw your abs in here. We're gonna do a little reset at the top, so go ahead and take your hands behind the backs of your knees and just begin to lift yourself up off of your roller, diving your forehead between your knees. Your hands can then rest around your shins and ankles as we counter stretch the back into a forward flexion here, and we'll hold for 3, 2, and 1. Begin to position yourself back on your roller, exactly where you just were, with the shoulder blades hanging off of the roller. Hands come back to support the neck. Moving into our spinal alignment here. You're gonna begin to push down evenly through both feet as you lift your butt up here. You wanna keep lifting from your glutes, not your chest here. So you're holding those abs in. Now begin to just gently roll back and forth on your roller here, making sure that your butt doesn't dip down and we're not arching over the roller like we were in the previous exercise. We're just gently moving along the spine here. Trying to avoid rolling too low. We don't want to get into the lower back because we'll tend to probably lose our core there, and that can do more harm than good. Let's take it just a few more passes here. Go ahead and release the seat down, and let's go ahead and take those hands behind the knees. Use your core, sit yourself up slowly, and we're gonna begin to turn to our sides now, working into our lat muscle, that large muscle underneath your armpit. You can just lie in a side lying position here. Let your bottom arm go all the way out, and then you're just gonna begin to roll back and forth underneath your arm. If we want a little bit more, we can take the top hand behind the head here. Just getting our shoulders to start to loosen up. This is just sort of preparing us for where we are about to go next. But just a few more passes. You might notice that this is a very tight spot in your body, and you might even notice like some tender points. If you've got like a knot or a point that's really sensitive, feel free to hold it and then just do some tiny rolls, seeing if we can loosen up that tissue. We'll stay here for about another 10 seconds here, just gently rolling back and forth. Good. Press your way on up. We're gonna go ahead and do that same thing on the other side. Lying the roller right underneath your armpit, and take your hand behind your head, or bottom arm long rather. Top hand can go behind your head for a little bit more pressure down, and then just gently rolling back and forth here. Just 30 seconds to try to loosen out that large muscle underneath your armpit. Super common to maybe notice one side a little tighter than the other, especially your dominant side. You're feeling maybe a little bit more tender spots. If you're right-handed, you might notice that on the right side, or if you're left-handed. So another 10 seconds here, just moving back and forth, just loosening up the lat muscle. Good. Go ahead and press yourself on up. We're gonna begin to transition the roller again the length of your mat. You'll recognize this position from our previous ab workout video on the foam roller. So again, sitting right up against the front edge here. As you lie back, you want your whole spine connected to the roller all the way up through the back of your head. Adjust your body as you need to. We're gonna begin with arm spreads here. Bring those hands right up above your chest, palms facing each other. We're trying to neutralize the roller. We're refraining it from moving side to side. And that nice neutral connection in your core, so your pelvis isn't tilting or tucking. Get a big breath in. We're gonna stretch those arms out nice and wide. And then exhale back up above the shoulders. Try not to cross them, keep them shoulder width apart at the top. Inhale as you open. And then exhale, coming together. Inhale. Exhale. Thinking about your transverse abdominal breathing. Let's go 3 more. 2. Last one. Bring me back up at the top. Palms face forward. Moving into alternating arm reach backs. We're gonna stretch the right arm behind you and the left arm down towards your hip. As you're reaching back, we wanna keep our rib cage down, nice and flush with our hips and pelvis. So making sure that we're not arching off the roller here. Exhale, meet back up, shoulder width apart above the chest, changing on your inhale. Right arm down, left arm is reaching back. It's not about going down as far as you can go. Think about reaching as long as the mat here. Back up to center as you inhale, and then exhale to change. Inhale, meet back up above the chest now for double arm reach backs. Inhale, both arms send back. And then both arms are gonna come up, pass through the chest and down towards the hips. Inhale, reach up and back, not letting those ribs release from the core. Stretch those arms longer. And exhale, take your hands down. Two more, and we're gonna reverse the breathing here. Last one with the inhale, reaching back. And exhale with those hands meeting down towards your hips. Now beginning to reverse the breath. We're gonna be able to feel the core much more here. So give me an inhale. Now on your exhale, you're gonna take those arms up and all the way back. And as you're exhaling here, you're pressing your belly down and into the roller. Inhale, return the hands back down towards your hips. Exhale as you reach up and overhead. Last two. Moving this reach into a circle. Exhale, take those arms back overhead, nice and long, biceps by your ears. On your inhale, we're gonna circle those arms out to a T, returning them back down towards your hips. Exhale, reach over. Inhale, big circle, out to a T, down towards your hips. 3 more. Now reversing. Open those arms as you exhale, meet overhead. Inhale, arms come up towards the ceiling and back down to your hips. Exhale, open, reach over. Inhale, passing those arms down to your sides. Keep pulling your rib cage together, imprinting your spine down and into your roller. Last two. And one more. Release your hands to your sides. Let's gently sway the knees to one side, making your way up off of your roller. We'll set the roller to the front edge of your mat, out of your way. Just finishing in a nice child's pose, stretching here, sinking your hips back towards your heels. Let your belly drop down between your thighs and let your forehead rest on your mat, right in between your arms. And that will conclude foam roller abs, video number 2, with the emphasis on the shoulders and spinal extension.